So I've been testing out the Ultrahuman Ring AIR for the last few months now to see how it would go as a fertility tracker. I know that a lot of you are interested in knowing whether wearable tech can be used to give you insights about your fertility and your hormonal health. And honestly, I was a little bit skeptical at first about whether the ring could actually tell me anything more about my cycle than I didn't already know. I've been following my cycle for at least the last 8 years quite closely. I live in alignment with my cycle. If you've been here on my channel for a while, you know that my yoga practice changes throughout my cycle. The way that I eat and move my body changes throughout my cycle. So I was interested to know, could it actually tell me anything I didn't already know? But after using it consistently for the last couple of months, I have actually learned some new things, especially about how my body responds to sleep and to different stresses that happen throughout my day. So I first started closely following my cycle when we went through 3 losses in less than 12 months when we were trying to have our 3rd baby. I've also done a video where I use the Anito fertility monitor to track my hormone levels in my urine. If you're interested in that video, it will be in the description box below. So I was particularly interested in the ring because it tracks your skin temperature, your heart rate variability, and your sleep, which when you wear an Apple Watch, you know it obviously doesn't track your sleep cycles because you have to take it off to charge it every night. So I was interested to see what the ring could track, given it's looking at these different indicators that my watch doesn't track, and what sort of information it could give me overall about my health and hormonal health, especially as I've noticed that I'm definitely starting to head into perimenopausal territory and my hormones are changing. So when you order the Ultrahuman, you get sent this sizing kit. So it comes with a little sample of all the different materials so you can pick what you would like best, and it also comes with example ring sizes so you can make sure you get the exact right fit. So the actual ring came in this box and it came with a charging cord. The great thing about it is it only needs charging like every 3 or 4 days, so you don't have to remember to charge it every night, which I love because I don't. And it's really simple to set up. Once you've charged the ring, you just need to connect it to the Ultrahuman app. So this is a free app that you download on your phone, and then you just follow the steps. It's really simple to connect your ring to your app so that it can start tracking data. So after a couple of weeks, you can start paying attention to the notifications. Like the app will start reminding you it's time to go to bed now. So it can help you get the ideal amount of sleep to help with your overall health, but also your hormonal health as well. So you can also link to the Ultrahuman app other cycle tracking apps that you might already have been using. So I already use the Clue app, and previously I've just used this manually, entering when my period arrives, how long it lasts for, and when it's finished. So the Ultrahuman app can pull in all this existing data to start syncing with things like skin temperature and sleep and everything like that. So you're getting more detailed information about your cycle. So after a couple of weeks, I started getting some insights on temperature dips and things like that, which we know are symptoms of hormonal changes in the body. One of the things in particular that I was really interested in is it started telling me a lot about my sleep. And while I was getting an ideal amount of sleep, thankfully my kids now sleep through the night and I do get a full 8 hours most nights, my heart rate variability doesn't seem to be dropping at the ideal amount of time, and I feel like that's fairly accurate. Some of the suggestions it had was to increase aerobic activity, which to be fair, I don't get a huge amount of in the week. I do a lot of strength-based activity, a lot of yoga, and whilst I do go on weighted walks because I'm currently training for a 3-day hike, I don't do a lot of activity that gets my heart really pumping. So now I'm trying to add a couple of sessions in every week just to get my heart rate up, and I feel like this is a really valuable insight to have, that heart rate variability and my sleep score has improved overall since I've been making these changes. But more importantly, I wake up feeling like I've had a better sleep. And previously I couldn't understand why I wasn't waking up feeling refreshed. And I wonder now whether it was because I wasn't going into that deep sleep soon enough because my body was taking longer to recover. So by focusing on these really small changes that I wouldn't have known without the ring, I really feel like I'm getting better sleep. The ring has also helped me to really see a pattern in terms of if I have a glass of wine before bed, how that impacts my sleep, and if I have coffee at non-ideal times of the day, like too late in the day or even too early in the day. So the ring actually calculates the ideal time of day where you can have caffeine, which will help focus and performance without impacting your sleep. So by following this, I have noticed I'm getting much better sleep. So one of the main reasons I wanted to try the ring was for fertility tracking or cycle tracking. While I'm not actively trying to conceive, my community is full of women who are trying to conceive, whether naturally or through IVF. And some of those women have been through losses like myself, so feeling really unsure of what their body is capable of. So the ring picks up on small changes of your skin temperature and your resting heart rate, which help to indicate when you're about to ovulate. This is obviously super helpful if you're trying to conceive and you're trying to pinpoint that window when conception can happen. The app then maps out a fertility window based on these shifts so that you can see on the app when you're most likely to be able to conceive and make sure that you're timing sex accordingly. For me, this was really interesting to track with what I already know about my body. So I'm already tracking my body signs and symptoms. I actually already know when I ovulate, and so I was able to line what I know up with what the app was tracking to see whether it was actually accurate. It was very quickly and accurately able to identify when my fertile window happens. So if you are someone who has irregular cycles and really struggles to pinpoint ovulation, this could be a really helpful tool for you to help identify when that's happening. So one of the unexpected insights that I didn't realize the ring would give me is how much it's tracking my sleep and my stress levels. So I've always known that sleep and stress impacts my cycle and how I feel, but I didn't realize exactly how much my sleep was impacted during my luteal phase. So I know I always feel more tired, a little bit more anxious, a little bit more snappy during that week before my period arrives. But the ring was able to show me how much my sleep quality actually decreases during this time. And it really helped to emphasize for me that I have to put more effort into my sleep at this time if I don't want to feel rubbish. So I'm really putting more effort and energy into having a good wind down routine, so I'm getting to sleep faster, because I know that my anxiety levels are going to be higher. I know that I'm probably going to be more restless. So if you're interested in knowing what specific markers the ring is tracking to tell you about those hormonal shifts, it's looking at skin temperature. So we know that a slight increase in temperature often indicates ovulation. It's also tracking RHR and HRV, so your resting heart rate and your heart rate variability. And both of these markers are associated with hormonal shifts throughout your cycle. So all of this is helpful information in showing you how your hormones are changing throughout the cycle. Obviously, the ring can't tell you whether your hormone levels are optimum, so you still will need to work with your doctor or work with your naturopath to get these things tested initially to make sure that your levels are at an optimum to conceive. But then it can be really helpful to use the ring ongoing just to make sure nothing is changing. The ring itself would be able to identify if these shifts aren't able to happen at the right time for conception to occur, and it would start making recommendations around maybe reducing stress levels or improving your sleep quality so that you can help your body to be at an optimum for fertility. I also really like that the app then judges your data against what is comparable for someone your age, and then it gives you information around what you can do to improve. And we know that when we're trying to improve our fertility, what we're really trying to do is improve our overall health, because improved fertility is going to be a result of that. So I think the suggestions that the app gives you are really healthy in terms of looking at how you can improve your movement levels, when is a good time in the day to exercise so that you can still get a really good sleep at night. So all of this is helpful information if you're really trying to be the healthiest that you can be in order to conceive. I think it's also important that we talk about the things that I don't love about the ring. Obviously, you have to wear it all the time. So if you're not someone who's comfortable wearing rings all the time, I never take mine off, then that is something you'll need to consider. You do need to wear it as much as possible so that you can get as much data as possible. So if you don't like to wear rings when you go to sleep at night, it may take you a little while to get used to this. I also want you to be aware that the app gives you a lot of information. So if you are someone who is brand new to tracking your cycle, it may feel a little bit overwhelming at first, and you may have to do a little bit of study and learning in order to understand what it's actually telling you and what the information there is actually showing. The app itself does give you a good overview of that information and tells you what you're actually looking at, so it's giving you graphs and information about that. but it's not specifically a fertility tracker. So you may still have to then go, okay, but what does this mean for my fertility? Which is easy enough to look up with tools like Google, or jump in the comments below here. And if you want to ask any of your questions there, I'd be happy to answer them for you. And while I think technology like this is really cool and it's great insight to have on your own body, I still think there is a lot of power in just being able to learn how to read your own body and your own body signs and symptoms. So I still recommend learning how to follow your own moods to know how that is impacting your cycle and where you are through the different stages of the cycle. Learning how to track things like cervical mucus and other body signs and symptoms that show you when you're most fertile. Those things are still really valuable to know and learn about so that you can follow your own internal body rhythms and look after yourself according to how you feel rather than how an app is telling you to feel. I think those things are still really important, but the ring can add to that information. So if you're already really familiar with how your body is working, this can give you extra insight in what's going on for you. So is the Ultrahuman AIR ring worth it? I think yes, if you're already following your cycle but you want extra insights around stress and sleep and overall health, the ring can be a really helpful addition to what you're already doing. I personally don't think it should replace understanding your body's own natural signs and symptoms, but I think where it can add to that and give you extra information, all of that is really helpful. So if you're curious about trying the Ultrahuman ring, I would say give it a go. There will be a link in the description box where you can purchase and get a sneaky discount. But remember, no wearable can truly replace the value of tuning into your own body. It's just one more tool that can help you along the way.